Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about confidence in yourself. Now, confidence is this one thing that sometimes people think you're born with or you're not born with it. And let me tell the truth, because I definitely would not have been in front of the camera 2 or 3 years ago. And here's a clip of it. So here's an old clip of mine. You can see how uncomfortable and nervous I am because I really haven't been on the camera before. And so after a lot of practice, what you get is what you see me doing now. I got a lot more confident and better in front of the camera. When I first got on camera, I was so nervous. But after a while, I started getting more confident in that. And if you think about it, I learned how to be confident in front of the camera. I didn't get born into being confident in front of the camera. So with this video, I'm gonna break down what it takes to be confident in every different aspect of your life, because confidence is actually a formula, and if you understand this formula, you can just be confident in everything that you do. So first of all, let's talk about how to be confident in life in general. Now, the whole thing about confidence is that if you understand how something works, you're going to be confident in it. If, for example, I asked you to do math, like 1 + 1 = 2, right? Yes. So if you know that, you're definitely going to be confident when somebody asks you what 1 + 1 is. Like, it's a no-brainer. And this goes on with many different things in your life. Now, when we, grow up and do things that are harder, for example, someone wants you to go up in front of the class and speak about this subject, you might be nervous because you're not very confident in it. And the way to combat that and be confident in it is to be very well educated in the subject that you're talking about. Now, for example, I can talk about surfing, and I'm very confident in surfing because I've been spending the last few years surfing hard and putting a lot of effort into surfing. So I understand how some of the process behind surfing works, the community, and how that culture works. And if you ask me about something else like microbiology, for example, I wouldn't know anything because I didn't spend any time doing any microbiology work. So that would just fly by me and I'll be very unconfident in that. So the whole formula behind being confident is just knowing and understanding what makes this whole system work. Now, to apply that into real life and to be able to go everywhere and to be confident wherever you're at and be comfortable with yourself is to know that, hey, my life is like this and I understand how it works, and I'm going to be confident because I know I can be a certain type of person. So for example, if you're going to a business meeting and you want to be confident in your business meeting, what you have to know is what value you provide as a business owner to another business owner, and how you can provide value for them, and how you're gonna just kill it when you work with them. So when I go to a business meeting, I try to be very prepared and know exactly what I can do best as well as what they need from me. So when I go in there, I know I can deliver my value confidently because I know what I do and I know what they need as well. So in that way, you're always confident. Now with trying to attract the opposite sex, for example, it's a very similar thing. Like if you go into talking to someone that you think is pretty and you're nervous, you're not very confident, you have to know that, hey, you might have talked to someone just as pretty before, or that person is also just another person with their own insecurities. So you know intuitively that you can talk to them about life and that you can work through that whole process with them, human to human, because ultimately everybody has their own issues and problems and whatnot. So when you put all of that in perspective, you realize that someone else is just a human as well. And in that way, you can be confident and be like, hey, I'm just talking to another human being. A good example of this is when you're going overseas and you're in Spain, for example. I was at a hospital and I met some other people that were American, and just by knowing that they're American made me a lot more comfortable and confident when I was talking to them, because I know that the way I speak, the jokes that I make would be able to fly because they're also American and they speak English, and English is my main language. So the key takeaway with being confident is that you have to know what you can do, being a master of what you can do, and then portraying that and understanding that in real life so that you can show it to other people. It's not about faking something. You don't have to fake it till you make it. You could just be very well educated and good at what you do. Eventually you'll just make it because you have so much experience in this that you know that you can't fail, or you know that if you fail you'll be able to recover. So it's just knowing the process and being familiar with it, and then you'll be confident. Thanks for watching. That'll be it for today. Make sure you watch these other videos to improve your life, and click on the subscribe and bell button right here to let you know when I have a new video. I'd love to see your comments and reactions to this, as well as letting me know what you think was helpful. I'm going to be breaking down a lot of the tips and tricks and life lessons that I've learned over the last few years to help you improve your life, as well as take control of your own life. Thanks a lot.